Hello YouTube. Dwarf Fortress? Probably, right? I would guess so. Come on then, over here. Let's have a little look. What have we got? Ragnar Lobdrock Mennoshosh, the miner, is starving. Okay, this isn't an excellent notification to come back to, but let's see what we can do about starvation. I mean, I'm guessing food is going to be part of the equation, but we'll see. We shall see. So we appear to have dug ourselves a tiny little beginning bit, a bit of farm area. Anything else? Not done any more? And a trade depot and some traps. And that is it. Nothing else. We've also penetrated the caverns and we've walled them in. So that's nice. That's nice and safe. We haven't built our safety bridge. So we do need that being dealt with. And what else do we need to deal with? Have we gone underneath the river? Yeah, we've got a tunnel. We've got a tunnel. Well, that's about it then. Have we gone any further down? No, we haven't. Okay, so realistically, we haven't got much done. We've got a few beds in a dormitory. We've got mason. Is that even built? It's not even built. We've got a carpenter's workshop. That has been built. Orders have been put in. And we've got a few stockpiles and a mechanic's workshop, but nothing special. And we appear to have a little switch room as well. What's that connected to? Nothing. Okay, it's obviously going to be connected to the main bridge. Okay, and we've got a room here, dug out presumably for some purpose. I don't know what that would be, but it's definitely been dug out, so we'll have to use it. This room here also has been dug out. I don't know why. Maybe I should try to replicate what I've done in my insanely successful fortress. The only difference I can see between how I play Dwarf Fortress when I'm streaming and how I play when I'm not is that when I'm not streaming, I shut my mouth and I look at the screen and I concentrate and I figure things out. Whereas when I'm streaming here, I'm just sitting here going blah 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 blah, and I miss simple things. I get too enraptured in my own commentary. I love listening to the sound of my own voice. I'm a terrible egotist. So let's have a little peeky poo. What do we do before we unpause? Anything? Do I need to check for traders? I don't see anyone in the depot, but that doesn't mean they're on the map. Are people at the... No, we appear to have disassembled the wagon. At least that's been done. And there's an outpost liaison. Oh, okay. He's presumably come to do some sort of trading or diplomatic work. We'll see. We'll soon find out. We'll soon find out. Oh, I should probably open the name request queue as well, shouldn't I? That's a sensible thing to do. Where is that? If I go to Stream Manager and I click on Community and then Channel Points, easy peasy once you know how. Manage Rewards and Challenges, and then we go to Review Request Queue. There we go. Bish bash bosh. As simple as that. Easy peasy, and dare I go further, lemon squeezy. Druid's Mead requested a brewer to be called Frothy Fred. I feel I misinterpreted that last episode and ended up having a little spasm and calling. That's right, I called it Druid's Mead for some reason. Let's rectify this. Let's rectify this. Frothy Frothy Fred. There we go. Excuse me. I'm getting a sore throat. I'm hoping it's not going to develop into something any more serious rather. Chunky Nut requests a dwarf. That's fine by me. Let's just mark Druid's Mead as complete. And we shall choose... Let's quickly sort to see who has a nickname. There we go. Got 10 here. You are going to be Etur Cogatal. The... what are you? Come on, tooltip. Pop up. Mason. Okay, that makes sense. I could have actually looked and seen there. Tidy the legendary hauler. Oh, heavens above. We'll find a hauler for you, don't you worry. Let me just set this nickname to Chunky Nut. Chunky Nut 666. There we go. Bosh. Commit. And then, of course, tidy the legendary hauler. Well, let's see who's a scrub tier fool that we can assign to do nothing but haul. There we go. This guy, Mincott. Set nickname. No, you're not Mincott anymore. You're Tidy. With 3 Ys. Tidy. Commit. Okay. We could go further and actually disable all the non-hauling options. Animal hauling, burial. As burial isn't a type of hauling, is it? Being part of the coffin dance crew, that's hauling. But actually putting him in the ground, that's a different discipline, I'd say. That's something else. It's just not the same. What else have we got here? Furniture hauling, that's definitely hauling. It's got it in the name. Push haul vehicles, yep, sure. Refuse hauling, stone hauling, trade goods hauling, water hauling, wood hauling, excuse me. Oh, jeez. Okay. We're going to disable cleaning for tidy. I've got to remember which one's which, actually. Ah, already highlighted. The bottom one before the new row. There we go. Bottom one. So, we don't want you doing any alchemy, or... I'm going to leave levers on, just because... we're going to need people to pull levers from time to time. Deconstruction, or construction, sure. Wood hauling, definitely that's a hauling thing. Item hauling, furniture hauling, and burial. You ain't burying anybody. There we go. And everything else is disabled. You will be a legendary hauler in no time at all. It's going to happen super quick. It'll fly by. There we go. The queue is now empty, and I can turn away from it. Back to the game. There we go. Cool. So let's unpause, go down to the main working area, and figure out what the biggins is going on here. Hopefully the bridge will be built in a few seconds. That shouldn't be a problem. The dormitory appears to be underway. We want the mason's workshop to be built, and perhaps most importantly, it would be nice to get rid of all of this fucking stone, wouldn't it? It's now that I've had a fortress without stone on the floor, it's like a whole new world to me. Quantum stockpiles, so much easier than I anticipated. I thought they'd be harder. Please may I request some custom gym equipment in the form of a screw pump to train on. It's above a screw pump. You know what? I don't really know how a screw pump is utilised in Dwarf Fortress. I know I've been playing for quite some time, but I haven't figured out screw pumps at all. I've never needed to use them. I've always found that water is fine where it is, just build a well over it, but maybe I should deal with pumps. What's the benefit of pumps over other methods of moving water around? I mean, I've never dabbled with pipes either. I've only ever dug out channels in the stone. Oh, they're stopping production of wood barrels. Very exciting. We should probably get the miners working as well, but first of all, you know what? Is that bridge built? No. Can we get this to be a priority? It needs a mason. Also, the mason's workshop needs a mason, doesn't it? Why don't we have a mason? Who is our mason? We just named the mason, didn't we? It's Chunky Nut. What are you up to, Chunky? What's your game plan here? Why have you decided that you're not interested in actually doing the only 2 tasks available here? Oh, you got a bit of a mood on, have we? What the fuck is wrong with you? Let's have a little look. Chunky Nut, Chunky Nut, Chunky Nut, Chunky Nut. There you are. Enter. No. V to view unit. Thoughts and preferences. You don't appear to be out of your mind. Let's just check the old happiness index in Dwarf Therapist. You're 3rd from top. You're nearly the happiest person. You're in a podium happiness position. Are you the starving one? That could be the case. Could be the case. In which case, I should probably get some food on the table, shouldn't I? How do we do this? Do I slaughter some animals and then have you eat raw meat like some kind of maniac? Or do we divert some of the plump helmets from the fields into your mouth? It's difficult to say. I mean, if you just get the fucking gate made, that would be fantastic, because then we could turn our attention fully to providing food. But pick fruit isn't a bad idea, but I was kind of hoping to keep people underground as much as possible. There's weir elk on the loose, and you know what, they're just not fun to fuck with. Weir elk are pretty annoying. Come on, I. Okay, that's place a zone. I'm going to start here on this fruit tree. There we go. And go down as far as I can. Oh, not very far. And then across as far as I can. Well, that is garbage. But that's okay. That's fine. I'm going to say it's a fishing zone. Why not? And I'm also going to say it's a pick fruit, not food zone. Not going to make it a garbage dump. Not going to make it a pen or pasture for now. We've got underground pens, so that's fine. Doesn't need to be a pit. Doesn't need for sand collection. It's all good. It's all good. We're going to leave that there as is, and hopefully some people will pick some fruit. I should probably expand it with another one, shouldn't I? If we just go over here, this seems like an entirely more exciting area for a gatherer. Should we go even further? Look at this. Oh, get some more trees. Just clip those last few. Gather, pick fruit. There we go. That's fine. Good. Goody gumdrops. Let's unpause and hope that some food reaches the fortress. That would be ideal. We should probably check stocks as well. What have we got in the kitchen? 20 plump helmets, which I think we should prevent from cooking. I don't want plump helmets getting cooked. There we go, plump helmets. Remove cooking. Seeds, that's fine. Drinks, okay. Meat or fish. Sheep's milk and yak's milk. Am I right in thinking that dwarves can't drink milk? Are they lactose intolerant? As I understand it, milk is purely a sort of precursor material for cheese making. That could be wrong. That may well be a complete load of bullshit that I've just come up with on the spot without even realising. Okay, so we've got that moving, that's good. Now what do I do about this stone? Do I just dump into a stockpile? I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to say I'm going to go to this corner here, the bonk, and I am going to call that a dump stockpile. And then with that, DBD, we're going to just collect all of this like that. Bingo. And then we're going to take this little bit here, the bonk, and then all this over here. I think that's fine. Good. And then we can get all this, and we'll just clear this room. And then once this room is cleared, we can think about expanding our clear area, but this room first. We're just going to put all the stone from each room into one tile. Admittedly, it would make more sense to put it into a tile nearer the exit, but I didn't think of that beforehand. It's fine. Dwarves can't drink milk, but they can use it for cooking. They may also be able to eat it raw. Oh, so it counts as eating rather than drinking, I take it. It's an intriguing position on milk. I suppose it makes sense. They can't eat it without cooking it. Cooked milk. So I suppose they make, what, custard? Mashed potatoes? Although butter make more sense for that, wouldn't it? What else have we got? What other... Anyone think of any foods that contain milk? I mean, breakfast cereal, but that's not really what you would call cooking with milk. I suppose it depends on how loose your definition of cooking is, I suppose. Cheese! True, I agree, cheese, perfect use for milk, but is it, by the way, welcome back, Tidy, I don't know why I didn't say hello when you said something earlier. Various puddings, cooking fish in milk? That rings a bell, but it also sounds mad. It also sounds very insane. Hello Scubs15, welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us again. We're just doing a little bit of tidying up, waiting for some people to come and kill us, because that's invariably going to happen. This area is pretty rife with weir elk. Come on, Chunky Nut. Get your ass up here, build this bridge, then we can get that lever hooked up and we're going to be safe. We'll have ourselves all locked in, and I can fuck around clicking my fingers as much as I like. It doesn't matter. Come on, dwarves. Are you dumping? Is that what it is, Chunky? You doing some chunky dumps? You're actually helping out with all this shit? Because I feel like building the mason's workshop should take a higher priority, right? Am I going to have to activate masonry on someone else? I think I am. You're getting kicked out of the masons, Chunky. You're going to have to learn a different secret handshake now. I'm sending you onto a different organisation if you don't buck your ideas up. Let's have a look. Who's good for masonry? Who's good for masonry? Chunky Nut, of course, the best. He's the best around. What about Popetron? Let's check out Popetron. What are you currently occupied with? Mining? Well, you're not doing any fucking stoneworking. Thank you very much. We have 2 peasants. Let's sort by peasantry. We'll take Bomrek or Doomat. Neither of them do anything important right now. Of the 2 of you, who is the superior masonry candidate? It's Doomat. Not by a lot, but it's Doomat. So, go to labours. Sorry, I'm not showing you this, am I? Let's go to Dwarf Therapist. I've just sounded quite mad here. I've got them all sorted here. Here's Bomrek and Dumat, our 2 peasants. The little green dots tell me that. This guy turns out has the better stats for masonry. So, oh wait, I was looking at mining, not masonry. Shit. Okay, let's try again. Rolls. Masonry. Here we go. 53, 52. It's entirely the opposite way round. Bomrek is the person to choose. Oh my god, my brain appears to be falling out. Let's commit these changes and go back to the fortress. There we go. Okay, so now Bomrek has had masonry activated. He should see fit to take on some of the masonry jobs. We'll see. Chunky Nut's first stay in this fortress could be quite short, because if he's that hungry that he can't do any of it, look, Bomrek doesn't mind. Bomrek's well up for it. Look at that. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm only a starting mason and I haven't really had much training, but I'll do it all. Look at that. It is a new fortress, and there is no Ravelin in this fortress. So, what I will do, Ravelin, is I will give you a dwarf. I nearly said give you one, which is terribly rude. Let's go over to Dwarf Therapist again. Have a little look here. So, Ravelin. What do we give you? What kind of dwarf do we give to someone like Ravelin? We've got Rakust down here. Got any interesting skills? Animal trainer. We don't have any animals, I think, if I'm correct. We didn't... Oh, no, we've got a few farm animals. Do you want to train some sheep? Could do that. What have we got here? Wood burning. Oh, wow, what a redundant skill. Incredible. What have we got here? Animal care. Stone detailing. Could become one of our smoothers. Animal trainer? Fair enough. Let's do the animal trainer. Why not? There we go. Rakust, the animal trainer, no more. Now you are Ravelin. We're going to use capitals here. Yeah, I'm going to use capitals. You did, so I will too. There we go. Ravelin. Okie dokie. Commit. Beautiful. Truly triumphant. So now we've got another person in the fortress. Let's head back and get this bridge hooked up to a lever, because that way we can close it. The ultimate defense, sealing ourselves off from the rest of the world. Add, pull. No, don't pull. Figgins, come on. Get with the program. Add to link to bridge, and then we've only got one bridge, so we click that, and we'll take the plus sign asterisk. There we go. And if you wouldn't mind, do that immediately. And then I'll feel a lot more comfortable once we can seal ourselves in. That's the dream. That's the true hope for this fortress. If we can seal ourselves in with enough... that's a big what if, isn't it? Maybe we need to assign more farmers. Maybe I should lean into plump helmet production. I know people have mocked me for having such incredible reserves of plump helmets in previous fortress. Like 8,000 plump helmets at one point. But maybe having an effectively infinite supply of plump helmets could be the way to go. Then again, do we have that much spawn for this plan to really start going into overdrive? I don't think we do. Still, having more farmers is always a good idea, right? Why not? Oh, hello, I've got more coffee left. Oh, it's gone cold. Right, in that case, I'll just have water. Water makes more sense cold. There we go. Okay, so we've got a furnace operator starving, a mechanic starving, and a wood burner starving. Excellent. This fortress is turning out to be a bit shit. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We've got them gathering food. We have farms underway. How many sheep do we have? Can we afford to make an offering to the table? Maybe the yaks. If I kill the yaks, we should be pretty okay, right? I'm going to do a dig. We're going to build another room. Am I going to build another room? I'm going to build another room opposite the farm workshop room. Here we go. And then in there, we'll put the butchers. Although, at some point, we'll move it to somewhere a bit better, because this is just a temporary room. Just a little operating room. Oh, they've nearly shifted all of the stone into the dump. That's nice. As soon as that's in there, we'll disable the dump, and we'll leave it There's just a nice stack of stone to be collected at a later date. Come on, dwarves. Get a move on. What you playing at? Why are you taking so long? Oh, is that Chunky Nut still just prattling around? Having a bit of a laugh? He's not even helping with the hauling. He can't be that hungry, right? He can't be. Hello, Mossy Griffin. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. It's going pretty good. Well, this particular fortress is not going good. My life in general is going pretty good, but this fortress is getting us to a bit of a rocky start. It's a bit slow in my eyes. The mason, well, the initial mason, decided not to really do anything. He's just wandering around in the stock rooms here, and we had to draft somebody else in, a peasant from a new migration wave. Luckily, it's working out all right. Just digging out a space for a butcher's so we can cut up some yaks. Excuse me, yaks for din-dins, because people are getting hungry. Build a workshop, butcher's workshop, and we'll pop it in the corner here. Why not? Make it out nice and close that down until someone comes up and builds me a butcher's shop. Build me a butcher shop. That's not going to work. You can't sing something about a butcher to the tune of Build Me Up Buttercup. That's the wrong thing. It's the wrong tune. Songs about butchers needs to be based on, I don't know, Another One Bites the Dust? I suppose that would make more sense as an abattoir worker, right? I can't really think of any songs that would make good foundations for a butcher's song. Now that I think about it, it's a weird thing to be thinking. Yeah, we're not getting things done quickly, although luckily we've got a shitload of mechanisms. So that's nice. Has anyone linked this up yet? No, nobody gives a shit about linking up triggers. Why would they give a shit about linking up triggers? That might allow people to survive. Ooh, novelty. Okay, there's no items to eat, that's all inaccessible. This is a problem. What we need is a kitchen. Or a fisher dwarf. I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't believe I'm saying that we need fisher dwarves after constantly mocking them for their uselessness in my previous fortresses. Now we're on the knife edge of starvation. I feel like we actually need one. Ah, well. Nobody's built the butcher's shop yet. I'm just going to have a little look. Ah, that's because nobody can. So, what I need to do is find out who the best candidate for our butchery is. Where's the butchers? Bone carver, fish cleaner. Oh, the game's saving. That's good. Turns out, Mayor Harry Beaver is the best candidate for being a butcher, but Ragnar Lodbrok is about equal with him. So, you know what? I'm just going to activate that. I could activate everybody's butchery skills, right? Maybe that'll work out. We could end up with a butcher's guild. If that's even a guildable skill. You never know. Bang bang. Maxwell's silver hammer. I mean, surely, you know, you want that for a job with a hammer, right? That's for a hammer dwarf with a silver hammer. But in terms of butchers, I mean, a butcher's not going to do very well with a hammer, are they? That's all about, you need sharp knives as a butcher to get the meat off the bone and stuff. I mean, maybe it's physically possible to smash the meat off of an animal with a hammer. It's not efficient, is it? It's not the easiest way to make money. Unless you're so good with the hammer, you can just like bop it on the nose and all of its meat blasts out of its bumhole, but it seems unlikely. That sounds very anime. That sounds like weed butchering to me. And he's going to go to a weed butcher. It's going to be incredibly difficult to get the man to calm down. Blasting meat, indeed. Blast that meat. Imagine like it was done with explosives. I know you can shape like plastic explosives very delicately to perform relatively light touch work. I say light touch work. I mean like only blowing the lid off a bean tin, that kind of thing. But imagine you could like hook up a cow with explosives and just bang, all the meat flies off. I mean, you have to catch it, obviously. That would be difficult. If you do it in some kind of room with chutes on the walls, like little windows to catch the meat, I don't know. Little meat funnels all over the walls. Why do I use terms like meat funnel? It's not going to help anyone, is it? No one's going to be made to feel happy by that terminology. Still, never mind. Never mind. Is that boulder not getting hauled? Come on, dump that bad boy, please. That needs to be put in there. Also, DBD. This little fella. And is that even one? God damn it, I thought that was part of the mason's workshop, but clearly that's wrong. Pure stupidity. Butcher Pete. I've never heard of that song. I'll have to check that out. Who's that by? Or is it just some famous, what they call, traditional song? On American Standard. That kind of thing. Okay, we are in deep shit with regard to food. And we can't even get anybody to build the butchers, which is awkward. Surely they can go out and scavenge some berries, right? We've got bushes, we've got trees. It's probably not fruit season, is it? I mean, if they really need to, they could chew on some twigs for a bit. There'll be food along soon enough. Are we making spiked wooden balls? This is an important question, because if we are, we are. Once those spiked wooden balls get into the region of a trader, we'll be getting as much food as we need. It'll be great. It'll be great. Meat funnel is definitely not the worst phrase you've used on this stream. Oh my god, probably not actually. It's a song in Fallout 4. Oh, okay. Oh, I'll have to have a little listen, like the Big Iron song. With a big iron on his hip. Oh no, that's not how it goes, but there's the main refrain is there. Oh dear, oh dear. We should probably also make some bins, because this is looking a little bit sparse, isn't it? It's looking a little bit sparse. I've got 8 idlers as well. I should get them on some more hauling, right? I should be clearing out these corridors, putting all the stone into a nice big pile. Or setting up more production, putting a crafts dwarf workshop in. You know what, that can't hurt. Add, build, no, add. What are you doing? Build, workshop, crafts dwarf workshop. There we go. If I put one of those in, then we're going to be a little bit safer if someone has a mood, because usually, not always, but usually it's a crafts dwarf workshop they'll want. But we'll see. We'll see. Excuse me. Hello, Ozoned TW. I think. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. Man, names. Oh, elves. Oh, wow. It's such good luck that we've stocked up on spiked wooden balls. They're going to be absolutely thrilled to trade with us. Oh, I bet they'll all start just, I don't know, shaking their willies and ululating. I don't know. I don't know what elves do. What do elves do when they're excited? They all just sort of like bend over and start farting on each other? I don't know. Elves. Disgusting creatures. Let's have a little look. What can I do? What could I trade up with? I don't really have anything other than the spiked balls to trade with. Oh, it's very tight with 16 people. I mean, I've got 8 idlers, sure, but I'm not entirely... Every time I invest someone on a continuous production line, we lose another person hauling and stuff. We could try confiscating all their goods, but that's going to get us into an early war, and I don't want an early war. I want to get ready for a war and then go on the rampage. I don't want to start early wars. What's the one thing that you think catches new folks off guard, and how do you recommend working around it? Food. Food and drink, which I am currently succumbing to. And the best way to get around it, I find, is just to cheat and give yourself loads of embark points and take tons of food. Works a treat, but if you really want to get around it without cheating, you need to like bring animals and food and start preparing almost immediately. And you also want gathering zones on the surface, which for some reason here don't seem to be working very well. Should I check what these trees are? Actually, what I should do is say D auto chop back dashboard, skip fruit trees on. Let's undesignate all the trees and then redesignate the trees, and then hopefully, there we go, look, the fruit trees have been de-designated. Beautiful. Are these fruit trees inside a gathering zone? They are. Oh, very nice. Very nice indeed. Well, we'll ignore the elves for now. We don't really have anything to trade with them, so, I mean, we have nothing else to really do with them, right? Why would we even talk to them? Come on, food stockpile, build up a bit. What can we get everybody doing that will... Maybe if we set everybody to be a gatherer, right? Plant gathering? Will that work? Do we have step ladders? Ah, I see. I see. We've got a smarty pants in chat. We've got a clever clogs. We've got somebody with the smarts to know what's what. Sure, we've got step ladders. Actually, we have got step ladders. Look, there's a step ladder right there. Sitting in there. What the hell? We've got plenty of step ladders. That's right, that's what elves do. That's what elves do. When they have parties, they have like big long straws, big twisty like hose pipe straws, and they put them up their bottoms, and then they walk up to each other and they'll have a good sniff. And it's not considered to be a proper sniff if it doesn't start a siphonic rush from the intestines, which blasts the hair off. Excuse me, I am apparently having some sort of mental episode. It should be over in a minute. Wooden spikes, wooden barrels, cages and beds. I should probably add a couple of step ladders to the list. Let's give it a go. Oh crap. Well done. Add step ladder. There we go. And then we'll add a few more of those, and then hopefully the fruit throughput on our civilization will get a little bit more bandwidth. It'll be good. So, what can I do with these idlers? Probably the best bet would be to start shifting some of this stone into more convenient locations. With that in mind, let's go over here and disable this stockpile. There we go. And we'll make another little stockpile in... You know what? Fuck it. People were saying it was cheaty, but that only makes me want to do it more. Let's put one right next to the mason's workshop. There we go. And then if we say DVD, we can collect all of the shit in this room, pop it in that stockpile, and then the mason will never have to walk further than 1 square away from his workplace to acquire all the stone they need. Isn't that marvellous? Isn't that simply wonderful? Let's get all the stuff in this room too. That should probably do, right? That'll keep him busy. Look at those idlers plummet. Oh, what? There's still 4 idlers? Have I got 4 people I've told not to haul? No. No. Needs a miasma attack from the fart. That's it. Elves, they love miasma. That's what they smell of. They use it for perfume. They roll around in it. They see horrible decomposing mess with lots of vermin in. They just get down and go, oh, I love this. Fucking licking rats. Touching their eyeballs with cockroaches and whatnot. It's absolutely foul. The mechanic's starving. That's unsurprising. We don't have any food. I'm kind of impotently just watching the game, hoping that the food comes in time to stop people from starving to death. Oh, migrants. Oh, that's ideal. That's what any civilization with not enough food for the people it's got needs. More people. At least they're going to be less hungry than the people who are here now. We could call them a sort of buffer wave, because some of the people will starve to death, but they'll just about hang on until the food arrives. I suppose we could start making some cups. Make some mugs. Get our craft dwarf building a load of mugs. That might work. Add rock crafts, rock mugs. Let's get that on repeat. Just bang them out. Tons. As many as you like. If we have a rock. Do we have a stone crafter? No. Of course we don't. Why would we have a stone crafter? That makes no sense whatsoever. Oh, tell a lie. Someone just arrived in the last... Oh, hold on a second. I think we better pause and take a look at Dwarf Therapist. This is actually a pretty big migration wave. It's pretty much doubled, no, more than doubled the size of the fort. We had 16 people, and now we've got 35. No children, and no vulnerable babies. We've brought quite a few peasants who are, very versatile. They can be given all sorts of roles. What else have we got here? I'm not seeing any large... Oh, tell a lie, there's a large number. Oh, wood cutting. Great. So useful. Glass making. Oh, hello. I may have a role for you on the Master's sail barge. Armouring. Nice. 10. Good number to start with. How about militarily? How do they fare there? There's a smattering of skills. We've got someone here who's killed 11 times, 10 goblins and 1 troll. Well, I have to say I like those numbers. What about this one? What about Frothy Fred? How many people has he killed? 5 dwarves, 2 goblins and a human. More dwarves than non-dwarves. Okay. Nice. Okay, let's put these guys to work then. We need more dumping being designated. DBD. If we do all the stone in all the rooms. That should end up being fun, right? Actually, what I should do is make wheelbarrows and have a stone stockpile which feeds the dumping pile, because then they'll move things into it quicker. I know these things. Why am I not doing these things? Here we go. So, there's our little stocky pile. In fact, we can make it fairly large, like that. It's good. It's good. Wheelbarrows, how many can it have? Let's just offer it 100 and see if it'll take them. And then this mad lad can stop knocking out step ladders and can start knocking out wheelbarrows. Where's my wheelbarrows at? There we go. There's a wheelbarrow. Can I do 2 before I have to start deleting step ladders? Oh, heavens above, plutonium Jesus. We need to go back to Dwarf Fortress. There we go. There is a chat points command that will allow you to force me back onto Dwarf Fortress from Dwarf Therapist. It's called, if I don't remember rightly, Dwarf Therapist ! But next time. For now, pooping in chat. It's okay. It'll work. Migrants are made from meat and water, and the meat has been marinating in the water, and vice versa. Meat-flavoured water. Delicious. Ooh. Hot dog tin dregs. Ozone says, wait, I missed it. How do you select all the stone, and what did you do with it? And then says, eat the migrants. Interesting. Maybe plutonium. Maybe. It's possible. What did I do? Let's show, not tell. I made a zone. Pressed I, made a zone, popped it here next to the Mason's Workshop, just here. And then I designated it by pressing D, a garbage dump. You'll see, garbage dump. And then if I press D to get into designate, and then B, what does B even stand for? I've never even checked. B. Oh, B, set building item property, B, and then you can reclaim, forbid, melt, remove melt, dump items, remove dump, hide items and unhide items. So what I say is D for dump, and then I select all this stuff, makes it purple, and then dwarves haul it into this spot here, which is called quantum stockpiling. That area's not called quantum stockpiling. It's not a name for a place, it's the technique. That's what it is. Plutonium Jesus says, let's get the glass industry started. Yeah, once there's food available. I mean, glass, nice, but food, much more important. Very requirement. Oh, look at this. I think we've got someone fishing. Harry Beaver the mayor's just staring out into the void. That's fine. Did we pick up any fisher dwarves? We do have a fisher dwarf. Okay, there might be food on the table quicker than I thought. If the fisher dwarf gets out there and grabs some fish, we might do well for it. Okay, how's the farm? Ah, the butcher's workshop's been done. Excellent, which means we go to the animals, we can find our yaks and say B. There we go. Do we want to kill a lamb? Nah. We'll keep it for now. We'll keep the llama as well. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to kill our yaks. That'll put some food on the table, very briefly. We also want to make a kitchen, don't we? And start making some low-grade meals. That's probably a good idea. So build workshop Z for kitchen. Oh, well done, scoundrel. Let's put the kitchen up here next to the butchers. The little slaughterhouse. It's not the best food hygiene standards practice, but you know, it's good enough. It's good enough. Ooh, a lovely bit of Kogana-san. Nice. Very nice. Okay. We also need to make a bins. Bins, I think, are on the agenda here, and we need to put up a stockpile for them as well. But it seems like something foolish to do if we haven't actually got the food stockpiles ready. Come on, farms, do me a solid, get food on the go. And also, why is no one gathering fruit out here? I mean, obviously there's a chance that we don't actually have any fruit. That could be the thing. Should be not though. There are people walking around out here. What are you doing? What are you up to? There's apricots all over the floor. Surely we can make something out of apricots and milk, right? Milk apricots. We could make one of those fruit corner yogurts. A little bit of apricot in the corner, a little bit of yogurt in the pot, tip it over, yummy yummy. Very nice. They're not thinking out of the box. They're not interested in developing their dairy products. Come on. At least we've only got 6 idlers. I don't know what those 6 idlers are doing. Let's have a look in Dwarf Therapist. I'm going to sort by nothing and then sort by current job. What's everyone doing? Most people are hauling. There's a few who've got no job, including Chunky Nut. What you doing, Chunky Nut? What's the deal here? Domas and Dusim are hunting small animals. They're outside. Got people drinking. I want everybody on the food situation. I need everybody paying attention. I know that furnace operators are starving, but there's fuck all I can do about it if they're not willing to just go and look for food. Yes, you dump specific items. If you want them to just auto throw away rubbish, then that's a refuse pile. Slightly different thing. A nice bowl of Mum's shards of glass. Tasty, tasty. Or as the people who've eaten it say, as you do when you eat glass. Not that I know. I've never eaten glass. Come on. They haven't even killed one yak yet. Why does it take so long to kill a freaking yak? We've got butchers. They're domesticated. They don't know what's coming. Just BAM! Dead yak. That's what we need to do. We were discussing this earlier. Maybe you could combine the slaughtering and butchering phase into one single phase with the explosive techniques I was thinking of. Then again, this is Dwarf Fortress. Their technology doesn't include explosives, does it? They don't have gunpowder, no Semtex, no C4. Dear oh dear. Idling and starving. That's what they do. That's what dwarves do best, starve to death. Come on. I mean, we could... Oh, the elves have gone. Oh well. Never mind. I completely ignored them. Which is fair enough, isn't it? They're very ignorable. Okay. How's the food stockpile looking? Very weak. We've got sheep's milk, seeds, and spice barrels. Okay, I need to ban seeds from this stockpile. Clearly. Yes. Food. Seeds. No seeds, please. F. Okay. Lovely. Exactly, just sitting there. I'm hungry. Can I have a snack, please? No. I suppose that's right. There are means by which explosions can happen, but you don't really get to choose so much. Okay. They're shifting all that stone. It's good. It's getting put into the stockpile. I like it. The food situation is really the most important thing right now. If I just wait... I don't know why I'm so keen on waiting for the food to come. I should probably get other things done while I'm thinking about it, shouldn't I? I mean, whether or not the food is here, progress must be made. Although clearing out the stone makes things a little easier. Should I start digging out proper workshops? I feel like I'd be quite well off if I started doing the volcanic workshops, right? The magma workshops. That would be ideal. Let's dig this. Priority 2. There we go. And then off of that I can dig a little worky shop. From here on the other side, I think. Oh no, I want to be closer to the... Oh, why not? Why not, scoundrel? Clever boy. Do a tunnel down here and then build the workshops actually right next to the thing. That makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Let's do that. So let's make the workshops go... Ah, that's why not. Because there's not much room. Ah. Let's change the corridor to a tier 3 dig order. There we go. And then put a doorway there. And then over here we can build, if you will bear with me, a big stockpile for ores and bars. Isn't that nice? There we go. That is humongous. Holy shit, what am I doing? What kind of mania has induced this madness? Oh, fart nuggets. There we go. There we go. You keep digging, lads. Everything's going to be fine. Don't worry. All you need is a badly maintained grain silo and Vinny to take an ill-timed smoke break. That's true. A bit of dust in the air and bang, all sorts of explosions. That's why they have sprinklers in custard factories. Well, I must admit, I have told them to haul the stone. But, I mean, until stuff grows in the farms, I'm presuming the farmers put a higher priority on farming than they do on hauling stone, right? Oh, someone's become a herbalist. That's nice. Still nobody's come to slaughter the yaks. An easy solution for food. They're looking at the jobs on the list that need doing and they're like, oh, what could we possibly do? Starving and dehydrated. Okay. Well, I mean... I'll tell you what. Let's not bugger about. Let's also build a still. It's gonna, in the long term, help us out. WL, there we go. Put it in the corner here with the butcher. Why not? Could possibly go wrong. And we'll get them banging out some fruit. Because surely we've got some fruit to make into booze, right? Kitchen, here we go. Alfalfa, apricots, finger millet plants. The question marks next to these suggest that maybe we don't have that much of each of them. Got a few seeds, that's nice. We could do outdoor farming, couldn't we? I mean, it's not very dwarven. It's a little bit undwarfy, but also... Hello, Fry Guy. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. It's all falling apart, this fortress. I thought it was going to go okay, but it turns out... Ooh, raw mussels. That's good. If we can collect raw mussels, I'm sure they can be cooked. I've definitely eaten cooked mussels before. Once we've got a... Did anyone build the kitchen? Nobody built the kitchen. And also nobody's building the still. What we'll probably need to do is enable cooking and brewing. We've got 2 people with the brewing skill. What I should do is sort by roles, see who's going to be the best cook. Who's the best cook? It's this guy, Iden. Bear with me. He's a peasant. Okay. Cooking. Bosh. That was easy. We've got a nice cook. Should have probably taken you to Dwarf Therapist there to show you what was going on, but never mind. Too late now. Looks like we've got plenty of sheep. That's good. That's a very nice sign. I should probably build a little shearing and... oh no, I already did that, didn't I? It's down here. Have we got the orders into shear and milk? We've got the milk order, we've got the cheese order. Why are my milking and cheesing orders suspended? Are the yaks more effective as a cheese producing? Do I only need to... Should I only kill the male? Should I only kill the man? Because then we could get the cheese from the female. You need a fishery to clean the mussels. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realise. BW... It's a fishery. Fishery. H, of course. Alright, put the fishery here, and hopefully it will result in a little bit of food appearing in the pantry. Is this a food stockpile? I mean, it is a food stockpile, but is it only for cheese? Let's have a look. Oh, animal cheese and milk. Okay. Right, that's purely a cheesy stockpile. What about down here? This food stockpile. What have we got in here? If I say food, you want to forbid cheese. We don't want cheese. Forget cheese. Animal extracts. Do we want milk and that? Nah, we don't. So that's cool. That makes this a little bit more ingredient-y. Let's not store... Actually, let's store prepared food in there. It's not that we can actually prepare any food at the moment. That'd be crazy. Why would we do that? Why would we actually prepare food? Okay. I'm not happy with this fortress. The development's happening far too slow. I should have been well on top of things by now, and I've been sitting here like a papaga, looking at my dwarves running around going, oh, they're hungry. My dwarves are so hungry. What could I possibly do to help them? And then done nothing to help them whatsoever. Alright, we know the mechanic is starving. Once we got food, you guys will look back on these days and laugh. You'll be like, ha 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 ha, you remember that time we almost died because we didn't have any food? Oh, what fucking japes. Those were the days, right? That was when everything was better. That's what they'll say. They'll be wrong, of course, but that's what they'll say. Looks like our fisher dwarf hasn't decided to make the fishery yet. No one's making the still. No. Oh, the kitchen's been made. Hello, Mr. Kitchen. Add a new task. Prepare easy meal. And put that on repeat. Bang. Look at us go. Hopefully someone will be able to pull out some ingredients and get shit going. Yak cheese. Oh, people can eat yak cheese. Lovely. Don't kill the female. Only kill the male. Where's the butchers? There we go. That's right. Slaughter the yak bull. It was Z, wasn't it? Go to animals. Yak cow. Let's unbutcher her. There we go. Only her husband will be drawn off to the block to be eaten. Yummy beef. Also a fish cleaner. I can do that. We've got a fish cleaner. We've already got someone who does all three things. They fish clean, they fish, and they fish dissect. Very exciting. Uh-oh. It looks like the camera is balked. Let's just... Oh! Whoa! Look, yeah, the camera apparently is not keen on working. Let's move it off there. Let's try seeing if the other camera will turn on. Gonna work? No. It's frozen. Oh well. Never mind. Hello J-Tonic, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us again. Not much is up, other than the levels of starvation in my fortress. If they're allowed to fish, they will always fish rather than clean fish. You need a dedicated cleaner. Ah, okay. Now, this is interesting. We do have a dedicated cleaner. We have one person dedicated to fish cleaning, but they're also a carpenter. Not anymore, Sunshine. Or stonecrafter. Ah, shit, they're the one making all the goddamn goblets. Hang on, let's go to Store Therapist. I'll pause the game over here. We'll go to Store Therapist, take a little look-see at what we've got. Fish cleaners. So, this guy's fishing. What we're going to do is we're going to disable fishing on... Oh, wait, the Mayor and Ragnar. Why are you two fishing? Did I enable that deliberately? I must have done. Let's pick... Who's a peasant? Who's got no job whatsoever? Della here. Okay, you are now a fish cleaner. Commit. There we go. Over to a fortress. Unpause. We're getting lots of new stones uncovered. Not so exciting. We've only got one miner as well. I beansed this one by spamming this embark key, didn't I? We don't actually have two miners. Or do we? Am I being a fool? Let me have a little look. While it's saving, I'll take us back to Dwarf Therapist. We can have a little look at who's available. Oh yeah, of course I've got two miners. Look at that. 3 now. I don't know if we have 3 picks, but we definitely have 3 miners. Back over to Dwarf Fortress. There we go. Excuse me. Getting a bit of a sore throat. This isn't a good sign. This is a very bad sign. Come on, save. You can do it, Dwarf Fortress. You can make it past this turbulent time. Turbulent? It's a weird phrase. I meant to say turbulent or troubled, but I ended up trying to say them both at the same time, and well, it just didn't work out very well. Turned into a bit of a mess, really. Horrific mess. Jesus Christ. Do we really need saves every season? Then again, we have had every single one of these embarks crash at least once, so the frequent saves probably make a lot of sense. I'm just being impatient, that's all. As long as I can keep calm, everything will be fine. 108 FPS, not bad. Although that's probably a downward trending number. I doubt we're actually getting 108 all the time. That would be very, very fast. Very, very fast indeed. Come on. Are you actually going to work? Or has the whole computer frozen, not just the webcam, and I just don't know yet? I'm sitting here talking to myself. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's not the whole computer. So, food is starting to go up. We now have cheese. we now have probably a little bit of yak meat, if I'm not very much mistaken. We should also dump some of this stone that's gone into the stockpile, but in a bit. In a bit. In a bit. Don't get too excited, scoundrel. Keep things going along nicely. Concentrate on the farms. Once they're working properly, that's going to be tip-top. Ah, we've got all of them. We've got a fish worker making clean fish. We've got a still, which is not being used yet. Let's add a new task. Brew drink from fruit. Repeat. There we go. Get ourselves some apricot brandy. Uh-oh. Oh, it's been milked. It's not been slaughtered. Has the other one been slaughtered? Nope. Nope. No one gives two hoots about getting that work done. This looks good. People running into the farm area, dropping off plump helmet seeds. Good. Okay, it looks like things are getting a little bit better. Food stockpile isn't really filling up, but the dwarves are running off to the farms and getting a little bit of grub. So that's nice. Let's start taking a look down here. Oh my god, this is taking forever. Where's the other miner gone? What are you up to, other miner? I'll have a little look. This is... Oh, who's this? This is Doren. Doren. Oh, a new miner. It's Popetron and Ragnar who are supposed to be doing all the really good stuff, and they're just not doing it. They're not digging at all. Petition. What now? Rigoth Gearbeggins wishes to reside in Cryptbeards for the purpose of eradicating monsters. Do you approve of this request? I do approve of this request. Come here, protect us from monsters. That would be nice. What are the rest of my miners then? Yeah, I know people are starving. I can't do anything about it, honestly. I've just got to wait for the food production to kick in. It shouldn't take too long now that I've actually built the infrastructure required. I mean, previously I was just sort of sitting on a broken infrastructure thinking, well, maybe it'll get better. But now I've taken a few steps, we may well end up with some food. Some food in our little dwarven tummies. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? A little tummy full of food. Okay, the weather's cleared, that's nice. Keep going. Keep going. Nearly got all the stone dumped out. That's nice. We'll be able to think clearer once we've got all the stone in place and they've cleared out this nice digging area. Come on. There we go. Once they've cleared this out, I'll focus on getting some stockpiles for metal ores and stuff done. And putting in our glass stuff. That'll be important as well. Collecting sand. It's so excruciatingly slow. Even at 103 frames a second, it takes forever. Maybe I should just bang one in straight away. Just slap it anywhere, dig a hole quickly straight to the magma, and then make myself a nice couple of picks. That might make sense. We don't actually have any bars to turn into picks yet. There's going to have to be smelting first. No, don't get distracted, scoundrel. Don't get distracted. We've got a jeweler's workshop yet? I mean, we don't need it, but we do have a stack of jewels. Maybe I should be thinking more about segregated stockpiles as well. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm racked with indecision here. What I could do is dig up this way. Maybe start thinking about setting up a military. It's a little early for that, isn't it? It's a touch too early. What's our carpenter doing? Barrels, cages, beds, stepladders, wheelbarrows. They don't appear to be doing anything. They're just sort of not in the workshop. Let's have a look for them. What are you up to, carpenter? Are you off singing about birds suddenly appearing when people are in close proximity to you? Is this what you're up to? We've got a woodcutter, we've got a mason, trader, trapper, armourer, furnace operator, clothier. Hello. We don't appear to have an actual carpenter. Shit, what's going on here? Oh, the mayor was our carpenter, but now must be busy with other things. Well, in that case, Sigan's a fish cleaner. Hold on. We're going to have to see who's going to be a decent carpenter. Bear with me, let's find out. Well, obviously the people who've already been doing it. What about Idun? What do you do? Oh, you're a peasant. You don't do anything. Hey, cool. Now you do. You're a carpenter. Does mean we have to go all the way back to square one as far as skill building is concerned, but never mind. It'll be fine. Hello, Banana Unlimited. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. Cryptbeards is just the name I give to all of my fortresses in my Twitch series. Nothing too special. Just a bit of Cryptbeards, you know. It's all good. It's never too early for the military. Before you know it, there'll be a rabid weir llama at your doorstep. Actually, it's not going to be a weir llama. It's going to be a weir elk. Let's get some more dumping done. BBD. They don't seem to want to pick up anything else and put it in this stone stockpile, but this should soak up a few idlers. There we go, down to 9. Get someone in that carpenter's workshop. Come on. What are you playing at? Why are you not working on the stuff we need? If we get bins, we can move things in a bit more efficiently. Why did I have to go so big on my metal workshop? It's just too big. Far too big. Fart-oo big. It is the 24th Cryptbeards, yes. Some of them have been short, some of them have been long. Some of them have been successful, some of them have been very unsuccessful. I wouldn't be able to tell you one from the other, but there have definitely been 24 of them, at least. Probably more, to be fair. I played Dwarf Fortress a bit before I started calling them Cryptbeards. Momazdurand. Cryptbeards. Hello, Watcher. I was going to ask if it was crypt because that's where they all ended up. I mean, you can interpret the crypt part in many different ways, and I would not even dream of claiming that your interpretation there was incorrect. In fact, it feels pretty right. Migrants? Oh, goodness. How many, though? That's the question. We had 36 adult dwarves, and we now have 45, which means our migration wave was 9. Let's have a little look at dwarf therapists. We're going to go over here. Hopefully some of them will be like fisher dwarves and shit. That would be handy. Loads of idlers. If you could haul stone, that would be splendid. Instead of just fart-arsing around, that would be great. I mean, there is a stone stockpile here, pretty empty. Any of this stone crap laying around could be moved in there. That would be amazing. Let's take a look at them in Dwarf Therapist. I'm going to pause in the background. Have a look at our new migrants. What have we got? Any big fat numbers? Got an animal caretaker. Mason. Stone detailer. Not really very powerful skills. Woodcrafting. Lie making. Insert joke about politics once again here. Furnace operating. That might be handy imminently. Any good military movers and shakers? We've got someone who can shake a mace and a spear. Probably not at the same time. And, oh, hello, a talented swordsman. Well, I feel like you may have some value to the fortress. Let's do some planning mode bed placement. I've decided this is going to be a barracks. Build bed planning mode. There we go. And we just want any kind of beds. Bang them in. So we'll start at the top here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Ah, thank you very much, Plutonium Jesus. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Okay. So those are the beds. Those have gone into place nicely. Maybe we could carve up some armour stands, get the mason going on that. We should start thinking about proper stockpiling. This is an absolute fucking mess at the moment. I mean, ideally we'd have different rooms for stockpiling. That would be great. Ah, why are people still starving? Surely the farms have kicked into action. Oops, excuse me. A little bit of a frustrated guff there. I couldn't stop myself. I got so stressed out by the idea of my dwarves starving that I just tooted. Theoretically, you could dual wield a sword and a mace, though ineffectively. Maybe you could use use the mace as an atlatl kind of thing and launch the spear much further than you would otherwise be able to. Of course, that does have the drawback of leaving you without a spear, but then you've got the mace to fall back on, right? They still haven't killed that yak ball. Jesus Christ, people, come on. They've suspended brewing drinks from fruit. I'm going to guess that's because we don't have enough barrels, right? Probably. With that in mind, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and make a barrel stockpile. But at priority 1, I'm going to dig a little hole here, and then we're going to go like this and like this. Put a little connecting hole there because barrels will be useful in there. And bish bash bosh, we'll make that a barrel stockpile for empty barrels. Won't that be lovely? Won't that be lovely? Name a dwarf Dirty Dan. Oh, we can do that. We can do that very easily. That's accomplished trivially. Absolutely trivially. Oh, and Plutonium Jesus wants a naming. Okay, that's cool. We can do that. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. So we'll go over to Labours. I'll go over to Dwarf Therapist so you can take a peek. We won't sort by migration wave. We'll sort by has nickname. And we shall call... not this guy. He's currently losing his mind. Why is he losing his mind? Start raving mad. Okay, well that makes sense. This one. What do you do? You're a thresher. Not only... Well, you are still a thresher. Now, though, you are called... Dirty Dan. Tirtydan. There we go. Dirty Dan. Commit. Markers complete. There we go. There we go. Banana Unlimited, you're in. And we should also give Plutonium Jesus a dwarf. If they don't already have one, they don't already have one. Let's do it. Let's do it. Copy. He's saying, let's get this industry started. So I'm going to say, let's give you the armor smith, right? That's an industrious position. Set nickname Plutonium Jesus, the armor smith. Commit. There we go. Complete. One of the spiked glass makers. Oh, okay, we can do that. We can do that. Plutonium Jesus, you're coming out. You're coming out of this one. Control X. There we go. Bosh. Commit. He's out. And we'll take a glassmaker. Glassmaker. Here we go. There we go. Level 13 glassmaker. Even more skilled. Holy shit, you're going up in the world. Plutonium Jesus, commit. You're in. You sure you don't want to be a carpenter like your father? Get people into the family industry. Making stuff. Right, okay, they've dug that out. P. And then U for furniture, because I believe barrels count as furniture. That belief may be unfounded, but nonetheless, I hold it. We're going to forbid all types apart from barrels. Barrels, there we go. Lovely. And we're going to keep... I'm only going to keep a stock of 10. I don't know why I made such a large stockpile, but oh well. Never mind. We've got another petitioner. Let's have a little look what they want. The Guild of Glens has many members in Cryptbeards and now requires a guild hall. The location must be built and furnished, with the hall designated for a farmer's guild. I'm sorry, thank you, Plutonium. Do you approve the request? I do. Built and furnished, farmer's guild, bosh, no problem. We can do that. And you know what? We're going to do it on this... No, we're going to do it on the floor below the farms. Or do I do it in the floor with the farms? Okay. Do a little priority 1 digging here. Just get this out of the way. Bosh. Bosh. Biddly bosh. Dish dosh. Budoff doff. Diff daff. Diddly doo. I'm making just random noises now. What the fuck is wrong with me? And we're going to make this a little bit different in terms of room shapes, because we haven't done one of these little rooms in a while. Let's do something slightly different from your regular rectangle. There we go. Can do like that, and then we'll maybe make it basically a rectangle with a little bit of extra stuff on it. It looks like one of my miasma baffles. I wish I could get 150,000 FPS only in the pull screen. 74 FPS otherwise. That's right, infinite frames per second. Nearly infinite in frames. For some reason it caps out. I don't know why. I mean, you pause, there are no frames a second. Surely it should technically drop to 0, right? That would make more sense. Okay, it looks like the mussels are being consumed. That's good. I can see people walking around with them. It's coming down into the food stockpile. That's nice. We've got 21 idlers, yet there is a shitload of stone laying on the floor and they are not moving it. Why? Pourquoi? Question mark. Okay, we're going to cancel this stepladder order, we're going to cancel this wheelbarrow order and this stepladder order, and we're going to make these recurring orders with constraints. Shift A, stepladder of any wood, 5 to 10, sure, that sounds good to me. Likewise with the wheelbarrows, Alt W, yes, Shift A, any wood, 5 to 10, bang, lovely. And then we need to do the same with the barrels, don't we? Alt W, how many am I keeping? 5 to 10. Okay, makes perfect sense. Yet, no action. Ah, okay. Okay, bins are a must then. Add. Bin. Where's bins? It's N for bins, isn't it? It is. Alt W. Yep, keep 10 in stock. That'll be fine. Lovely. In that case, I need to make a big old weapons stockpile to get those spiked balls out of the workshop so they move and make things quicker. So, P, weapons, E, that's gems. What's weapons? Weapons. P, PP, how can I forget PP? And then I'll just make a nice long one across here because presumably there's a large number of spiked wooden balls in there. And we'll also say S, weapons and trap components, just trap components please, no weapons. And then we'll also make it an auto trade place, so I'll bung it all in there. And you know what, let's change this one so it doesn't actually have any trap components in it, just weapons. That makes sense, doesn't it? There we go, now all my balls will be migrated. And the Crafts Dwarf Workshop, or the Carpenter's Workshop, should start being a little bit more productive, right? What else have they got in there? Cages. Spike bolts in cages. That's cool. We can move the cages. In fact, making an animal stockpile would be an ideal way to deal with the cage situation, wouldn't it? So what I'll do is I'm going to come up here and do that in the farm area again as well. D. Oh crap, we're doing the guild hall, aren't we? They're taking their sweet ass time about it. Fuck. Come on, dig out that guild hall. Oh, we had to hit soil, didn't we? This may actually be a completely useless run. Oh, well, maybe we'll just use it for something else instead. If it's all soil walls, then it's not going to be much use as a guild hall. Come on. It's a bit far for a stockpile as well. Shit. Ah, come on lads, diggy. You into stone? No, this is utterly worthless room. It's got no value to us whatsoever. Shit. We could put a farm in there, I suppose. Fancy farm or something. Do I have a burrow set on alert? Fuck. What am I doing? Cancel. Delete. Oh no. Everything's going wrong. There we go. I think I might. Oh my god. No, I don't. No. Hello, Sanctum. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. Would a dirt floor be appropriate for a farmer's guild? I mean, yes, theoretically. But I suppose if you spend your time out working in the dirt all day, you want to get yourself into a nice fancy hall when you're doing your guild business, right? When you're getting guildy. I don't know why nobody's picking up the stone hauling jobs. They should be, but they're not. We got any stone? If I set dump orders, they'll do it. Look, if I go get them to dump all that, they'll just move it straight away. There we go. Idlers dropping down to 8. Bosh. But it's surely not efficient that way. God damn it. I don't have enough miners. That is important. We need to get more miners. So with that in mind, I'm just going to go into Dwarf Therapist, find some peasants, some peas ants, and I'm going to enable mining on them. You, and you. There we go. Commit. Which means we probably need a few more picks. But that'll come. That'll come. If we go down here, yeah, they're still digging this out, but it's mostly soil, so they should be banging it out really quickly. Come on, lads. Get a move on. Get a bloody move on! Or I could just cancel it, because clearly it's not going to be any fun. It's just soil. We've got a couple of bits of rock in the walls. We can't exactly smooth this off and make it worth a fortune, can we? It's a shitty guild hall. No one's going to use it. What if I do one over here? Got to remember that this is going to be a guild hall, but I suspect that is going to be all stone. I think it's going to work okay. We'll do it at a lower priority than this area, though. In fact, what I could do now, because I know this is going to be worth fuck all as an area, and I'm only digging it out for completionist's sake, let's make it priority 5, so they leave it till later on, and get the more important digging jobs done. That would be clever, wouldn't it? Well done, scoundrel. You thinky boy. You big old brain box, you. Maybe I should start doing the segregated stockpiles in this big room here then. Just move everything out of the way and then work elsewhere on it. I don't like the layout I've ended up putting myself in here with the 3 workshops in here and this bullshit. Nope, not good. Still nobody's come to pick this shit up. Oh, an animal stockpile. That was what I was going to do. We can put that in that room. Oh, shit. Designate priority 1. Come on. Actually do this. Now that I think about it, do this. This is good. There we go. A nice quick room cleared out. Also, if any prisoners go in there and happen to break out of their cages, we'll have a nice long corridor here that we could link up with some traps. That might work. Refuse stockpile. Refuse stockpile, that's a good point. You could check the refuse stockpile, but it is on the surface, so... Oh, that's not a refuse stockpile, is it? That's actually an unused... Oh, that was the hospital where the guy was, wasn't it? Did he survive? Anyway, PR for refuse, and we'll have a refuse stockpile here outside, because I can. And then when it comes time to, we'll move it back indoors. It'll be fine. Nobody panic. Now, clearly, only 2 of my miners have picks, because they're the only 2 who are actually doing any work. But, oh, stop starving, everybody. Come on. We're doing our best. We're trying to get more plump helmets. We're trying to get somebody to butcher that yak, and they don't seem keen on the idea. We've got lots of fish coming in. I mean, sure, if you don't like fish, that could be a problem, but just eat the fucking fish. You're starving to death. I mean, is it really that big a deal to eat some fish if you're starving? I don't think so. Come on. Let's unsuspend the cheese-making orders. If I get a manager in, I might be able, now hear me out here, to actually get some control under what's going on. We could set up some standing brewing and cooking orders. That would make a lot of sense. Okay, let's get rid of all the animals. Oh no, we do want the animals, don't we? Idiot. Oh shit. There we go, that's better. And do we want empty cages? Yes, we do. It's all good. Okay, so now the cages will get moved up here. That'll be fine. Everyone can have fun times and happy days. He says, waiting for people to go over there. We've got 17 idlers. What's your current plan if you're not going to start moving the shit in here out of here? Oh, it's all empty. Nice. Okay. Here's me thinking it is full of cages. There they are. Oh, I see. Cage. Whatever. The cages will be gone soon. It's going to be fine. What about our Mason's workshop? Is that bunged up with stuff? Nope. Mason's workshop is empty as a dummy's head? I don't know. I don't fucking know what I'm saying anymore. See, Druidsmead, we've got people gathering fruit, but it would appear to be completely ineffective. They're not bringing it through. And we've got loads of people fishing as well, but that doesn't seem to be having any effect. Chunky Nut cancels dump item. Drop off inaccessible. What item? What drop off? What in the name of Bunty Higgins bumhole are you talking about? What were you hauling? Why did you drop it? Why was it inaccessible? God, there's so many questions that need answering. Why have we got spare cages, but nobody done these cage traps? They've just got mechanisms in. No cages. Someone could load those. The mechanics say, who's not currently making mechanisms, right? Because that would be silly if he was still making mechanisms. Nope, that's suspended. That makes sense. Okay. But at least they're working on the room over here. But that's... You know what, we could actually make this a grand segregated stockpile room, couldn't we? Just because it's next to the thingamajig, the place where all the magma forges are going to be. Doesn't mean it has to be purely metal, does it? Oh, Fey Mood. Fey Mood. Likely it's going to be a Crafts Dwarf workshop. Crafts Dwarf workshop it is. And they're not doing anything. What? Bones? Somebody slaughter that fucking yak. I'm going to have to enable more butchery, aren't I? Yeah. Oh, why has nobody got it enabled? Did I not enable it on anybody? Oh god, I think I enabled tanning on people instead of butchery. What an idiot. What a fool. Right, let's find ourselves another peasant who can be a butcher. Bear with me, everybody. There we go. 2 butchers. Bang. There we go. So we should end up getting some butchery going on, which should lead to bones, yada yada blah blah. Success in 1 or 2 easy steps. Okay. Any hauling going to be going on here? Doesn't look like it, does it? They're 11 idlers, just resolutely ignoring any kind of stone laying on the floor. They're not interested. I suppose we could... do a little stone stockpile that only takes metal ores and pop it along here. But that's going to fill out the space where we want the workshops, isn't it? Maybe rationalising the dig order on this one. So go down to priority 2 and then say please dig that at priority 2, then dig this at priority 3, dig this at priority 4, and then go in here and then dig at priority 5 over here and priority 6. Oh my god. Come on, Scoundrel. Does it need to be this tedious? Does it need to be this fucking tedious? Not really. It could be less tedious, I'm sure. Yes, we do have stepladders, Druids Mead. My. I mean, the chat is full of echoes today. That was one of the first things that was said, funnily enough. I know, remarkable, right? Remarkable. I have an order for building stepladders, but nobody seems interested in actually going into the carpenter's workshop and doing any work. Oh, a cage is being made. How many cages am I supposed to be keeping? Just 5 to 10. Okay. Right, maybe we'll get some better throughput if I do a second carpenter's workshop. It's highly unorthodox. Very rarely do I ever do that, but... Bones... Shit, he really wants bones. That's all he wants. Whatever he's making it out of bones. That's fine. Okay. So... Oh, is someone taking the yak to the butchers? Someone's taking the yak to the butchers. Yay! The yak has been slaughtered. Presumably, here comes Moody Boy. Will one yak provide enough bones for his artifact, though? That's the question. It's entirely possible he will acquire these yak bones and then ask us to kill something else. Which is awkward, because everything else is still pretty functional. Where is old... Oh, there he is. I got distracted. I looked at the mayor suddenly and thought it was him. Hey, the mysterious construction's been begun. It's going to be a shit one. Definitely. If it only needs 1 bit of yak bone, it's not going to be the best item ever. But, you know. I think it might be the fortresses first, though. Let's have a little look. Yeah, looks like it is. Shift L, no items. Oh, hang on, a longsword. We've got 1. We've got 1 longsword. What is it? It's Dangle Empire, of course. Everybody gets Dangle Empire when they embark on Telia's fabulous embark. Hello, Zastava. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. All of our nobles died in this fortress last time. You might have missed that, but we had a loyalty cascade and everyone just beat the shit out of each other until they were all dead. Terrible business. Quite embarrassing for the fortress, but oh well. What can we do? People are actually making stuff in the Crafts Dwarf workshops. I should probably start making some doors and whatnot, shouldn't I? But I don't really want to start creating segregated stockpiles right now. Oh, fuck it. It has to be done. It has to be done. Let's make some furniture stockpiles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... hang on. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. And then 2. I'll click that. Say settings. We say forbid everything except doors. I can go to the Mason's Workshop and I can say add new task, make doors, Alt W, yes, Shift A, any rock, bang, done. Okay, we're going to start having doors available to us. That's good. What else can they make? I mean, that's really the first thing that Masons get up to, isn't it? Making a shitload of doors. Maybe some tables and chairs. And again, Dumat Kakestela, the peasant has created Mezirnulom Thebostesh, a yak-bone animal trap. He claims it as an heirloom in the name of the family ancestor, Etu Blocked-Paged. Blocked-Paged. Block-Paged. Whatever. Let's take a look at it. What's it like? Question mark? Shower-blamed. Showered-blamed. The beige mess. A yak-bone animal trap. I feel like that name implies that someone's done a poop in the shower, right? Someone's done a rather pale, soft stool in the shower and being blamed for it. Is that what that means? Am I interpreting that correctly? Let's take a little look at it. Let's see what it's like. Hello? There we go. This is a yak-bone animal trap. All craft dwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encircled with bands of yak bone. Okay, it's not the most useful thing. I mean, we are hungry, so maybe it is useful. Get an animal trap out there, start trapping some animals. Then again, it's an artifact, and if we leave it on the surface, it's going to get yoinked, isn't it? Someone's going to nick it. What do we reckon? Use the artifact animal trap, or don't use the artifact animal trap? That is the question, isn't it? You maniac! You noble-sided, noble-sidal, let's call it that. Noble-sidal maniac. What are you talking about? You crazy man! Oh, this is looking good. DBD. Let's carve up this area. Actually, you know what? First, I'm going to say P. I'm going to say B. No, not B. S. I'm going to make a stone stockpile right here, like this. We're going to go into it. Click. We're going to make the settings different, and we're going to forbid everything except metal ores. There we go. Keep that in there, and then we're going to go into this one. We're going to say S. We're going to forbid metal ores. Bang. No more metal ores. Hopefully that will induce them to start swapping stones over. But we'll see. We'll see how far that goes. I mean, ideally we'd end up with a few more wheelbarrows. That's the dream. Then the loading will start moving a lot more quickly. I should remove doors from this stockpile, shouldn't I? Furniture, doors, there we go. Oh, I see. Well, we didn't quite know why it fell into chaos, Zastiver. The best theory that anyone came up with in chat was that someone threw a punch and accidentally hit a necromancer, which started a spiral of rage-filled fighting and resurrection of the dead. But hey, don't use it. Sit on a shelf and stare at it. Yeah, that makes sense. What a good idea. What a good idea. I suppose for some objects, like figurines and the like, that's actually how they are used, isn't it? Some items, like paintings, photographs, can just be stared at, and that is using them. Fascinating, musing scoundrel. Oh, no. That was very tedious. I shouldn't have even thought that thought, let alone said I'd thought that thought. But once I said I'd thought that thought, then there's no way I could recall the thought and make it look like I never thought it. Oh, dear. What have we got going on in this fortress? We've got 42 adults, no children, and no vulnerable babies, which, you know, is interesting. Normally, I would say that we'd have children and babies by now, but this fortress seems resolutely sexless. Nobody's interested in getting their jiggy on. Intriguing. Previously, we've had old Mama Sal popping out babs like nobody's business. But not this one. Not this one. Oh, the save's still going on in the background. That's why we're here in Dwarf Therapist looking at these numbers and thinking... or at least the non-verbalised equivalent of... Come on, Dwarf Fortress. Get saved. Once we've got these bloody massive rooms dug out, things will start progressing a bit quicker, I think. Because we'll be able to start putting stockpile rooms for other stuff. Come on. It's annoying though, scoundrel. Earlier today I was musing on the phrase "do some art" and I wondered if going to a museum was doing art, as in doing drugs. I think it is. Well, I don't know. Is going to the museum doing art, or is making it doing art? Doing an art. Is that... Or are they both doing art? Are they both the creation drug? Who knows? Creation drug sounds like something out of Dune, doesn't it? Okay, come on. Now's the time to start kicking into gear, scoundrel. What we need, the food situation, I'm not hearing about any more starving people now, so presumably the food situation is under control. We need to start thinking about getting our smelteries up and running. And with that in mind, I'm going to say build furnace magma smelter. I'm going to take a look at where we need to put our magma holes. Now, what it looks like to me is the top middle one. So I'm going to put one smeltery here, and then actually no, let's just start with the sensible way to do it. Let's say DH. There we go. It's going to be here. That's no. DH. There we go. And then we click there, make ourselves a nice little hole, and then once that hole's been channeled out, we can think about where our next one's going. In fact, we don't even need to wait that long. That's the edge of the workshop. That's the space between. That's the edge of the workshop. That's the hole. Edge, gap, edge, hole. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect width to fit 3 smelteries. Very nice. However, DH, we also need more smelteries. So that's the middle of the smeltery. That's the bottom. That's the gap. There's the top hole. And then we just line them up like this. Bang, that's 6 smelteries straight away. Very easy. Very good. I'd argue that appreciating art while looking for inspiration would be doing art. So sort of like the consumption and getting ready to spurge out another art piece. As would performance art at the museum, but that's also usually illegal. Oh my goodness. How dare they? I suppose technically art goes in galleries and like artifacts go in museums, right? I suppose they have art museums, but is that the same as a gallery? How does that work? Because the National Portrait Gallery up London and the National Gallery, they've got some seriously old paintings in there, but they don't call it a museum. The dude who ate the banana duct taped to a wall that one time. I mean, did he even need to argue that he was doing performance art? He could have just said, oh, I didn't realise it was a piece of art. I thought it was just a random banana someone had duct taped to a wall. True. Maybe it was a way of the artist to subversively provide food for the security guards. Just like, have a banana, go on. I'll leave that here for you. I brought it with me, but I'm not hungry. You have it. Maybe, or maybe not. Who knows? Oh my god, this mining is taking so bloody long! And again, nobody's in my carpenter's workshop. What's the deal here? Why so many cages still in here? We've got a space to store the cages. You can move them out of here, dwarves. What's your plan? How many rock mugs have we got as well? So many that they've suspended the creation of rock mugs. Why would they do that? I didn't put in an order, did I? Huh. Did we run out of rock? That can't be the case. Look, we've got loads of rock here. We're woefully behind on beds. Nobody seems to be producing anything in the workshops. Maybe they just don't like the layout. Maybe they're upset at the way I've designed things. I can understand. This is an ugly fortress, even for a starter. It's hideous. Depravedly ugly. Oh, did they dig out my... Nope, not yet. Come on. Come on, dwarves. Oh, what's this? The Baroness Consort. Oh, and a caravan from Bithesdamost has arrived. Nice. Okay. Well, we've got a noble, like a big royal. Yeah, disgusting. And a caravan coming. Well, that's good. Ideally, that's going to result in... I do not have a broker. Oh, okay. Who's going to be our broker then? Got anyone with the skills? Oh my goodness. Persuader, negotiator, judge of intent, liar, intimidator, conversationalist, comedian, flatterer, consoler, and pacifier. Persuader, negotiator, consoler. Persuader, negotiator, judge of intent, liar, intimidator, conversationalist, comedian, flatterer, consoler. You know what? When I did my Fortress between streams, I've been playing this Embark but not streaming it. I gave everybody who embarked, admittedly, I took 40 people on the Embark, but I gave everybody who embarked a little bit of consoler and a little bit of pacifier, and nobody has upset. Everybody's like within the like medium to happy range. It's interesting. There's a constant transparency of therapist in the corner. Is that normal? Yeah, normally my face is in the way, but as you can see, we've had a bit of a freeze. By the way, everybody, that's my usual camera setup, but I do have this as well. So if anyone has any opinions on which is superior, it does normally stay still. Oh, crikey. What happened there? So, you know, if anyone's interested in that, let me know if you have an opinion about which is best. Frothy Fred, my dwarf, is a necromancer. That is true. That is true. However, do we really want him necromancing all over the place? All I want is someone with a little bit of appraisal. That's what I'm interested in. Surely negotiation is fine, but I mean, our spiked balls are worth so much, it's not really that important. It's more important to kind of know what they're worth, so we can know that we're giving them away at a massive markdown. This looks too much effort. Let's just go to the first one. Sigan, the Persuader, Negotiator, Judge of Intent, Liar, Intimidator. There we go. Bang. You're our broker now. Well done. Congratulations. Get in that depot. There we go. The wagons coming yet? There they go. Look at that. They're going through my tunnel. They should be popping up in a second. Any second now down here. Wagons, wagons. There we go. Lovely. Oh, thank God. Traders who aren't elves. At last, our food problems are slightly less bad. Slightly less pressing. It's good. I like it. Why have they... Oh, people are starving again, are they? Fantastic. Have the camera move around the screen like an old school Windows 3.1 screensaver. We could do that. We could do that. Have it bouncing off the edges. I've got quite a few. I've made quite a few little subtle changes to the stream. For example, for those of you who are subbed, should you do the crom command in chat now? It's got a little addition. It's got a little addition. There's a few of those. Some of them have noises though, so they might not be ideal. Thankfully, I can't hear the noises, so it's not too bad. Chunky Nut, you're still just swanning around in the middle of the fucking room doing nothing. What is the deal with this behaviour? Why have you decided that this is like what you're going to do with your life? Just walk around in a circle constantly getting thirstier and hungrier? It's not like you've lost your mind. You're still within your mental faculties. It makes no sense. Mitra? Mitra? Is that what you're going for there? Did you perhaps mean Mandro? With a capital M? Okay. Come on, dig this room out, please. Please. Ah, okay, okay. I'm only familiar with Cram through the films. All of my engagement with Conan is cinematic. Never read any of the books. Never read any of the books. Even though he was a friend and contemporary of H.P. Lovecraft. Also, quite racist. another one of those weird tales authors with a little bit of a little racial slant. Why? Why? I mean, not even by today's standards, just sort of like flagrantly. But hey, what can you do? What's done is done, and we'll just have to accept it that it was done that way. I mean, we can be upset about it, sure, but where's that going to get us? Nowhere. Absolutely bloody nowhere. Come on. Diggy diggy. There we go. So the second area looks good. In this bit, I want to do a bar block stockpile. Just for metal bars, though. So build. No, not build. P for stockpile. B for bars and blocks. I'm going to leave a little gap between the two just so we know where one begins and the other ends. Go down to here. That's that. Click on it. S. Go down to bars and blocks and say nothing but metal bars, please. Thank you. Not that we have any. We don't even have the smelteries ready to go yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Everybody calm down. Chill. Chill. Yeah, exactly. It's 100 years ago. Nearly 100 years ago. It was actually 90 years ago. It was the 1930s, so we've got 10 more years to go before it was 100 years. Still, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Right, so, come on, scoundrel. Get on top of things. Stop just gazing at the screen and thinking, and actually start doing. That's what's important, right? Action. Let's dump... Actually, I don't need to dump any of this stone stockpile. That's a big old waste of time. When there's wheelbarrows, they'll haul quicker. For now, just leave as is. Just leave as is. Ideally, they'll come and do these channels in a minute. You know what, actually? Let's get this started quick as we can. I'm sick of waiting for the metal smithing to start. Let's make these priority 1, he says. I'm not doing it correctly. There we go. Priority 1 channels. Get those dug out. And then once we've started smelting, we can start forging. Once we've started forging, we can make some picks. Once we make some picks, the speed at which we dig moves quicker. And we can start getting some organisation going on. Because right now, we've got about as organised as actual genuine chaos. Cool. So let's go down the floor. Why'd you leave that last one? Fucking dingleberry. Okay, we're going to dig down here. Da-da-da-da-da. Make a big long channel like that. We're also going to do it over here like that. Do one here like this. And then we're going to join them up like that. And then ideally we'll be able to make ourselves some more workshops that have their magma bits over the top of those things. Or we'll just channel off and dig a little side bit. It'll be fine. Build workshop V for magma forge. Now these are going to be slightly awkward because that's about there we want them, but I need to put them like that. No, what I'll do is I'll just channel off one to the side about there, so it's just one below the red stuff. So this is the top of the smeltery, that's the middle of the smeltery, that's the bottom of the smeltery, there's the gap. We want this, so we want just a channel just below these red stones. That'll be fine. Oops, daisy. DH, no, come on, DH, there we go. Priority 1, just there, lovely. So once we've done that, we can say that's the middle, that's the edge, that there is the gap between, that's the edge, middle, edge, gap between, edge. Cool. So once those are done, that'll be great. Bottom of the workshop, gap between the workshops, top of the workshop, middle of the workshop. Bang. Lovely. Good. So that's all the metal forges. Do I want 6 or should I put more in? I doubt we have the anvils to make all of them though, do we? We've got 1 anvil at the moment. Then again, we've got quite a lot of materials knocking around here. Miner's going to come and finish this job, or am I going to have to wait for them? Actually, tell you what we could do is just do that. There we go. Easy peasy. We know where they're going to go, we can just dig underneath them. It'll be fine. Everybody stop panicking. Right, we also want to get rid of all but one of the ramps, but we'll do that later on. We'll do that later on once we're ready to breach. First of all, we need to check out where we're going to put our glass workshops. But we'll let them dig out some more of this workshop before we start fanning around with that. Or will we? You know what? No, we won't. No, we won't. Let's build furnace. There we go. Glass furnace, A. And then it's the top hole again. So that can line up nicely with these. There we go. Middle, bottom, gap, top. So we want our channel there. That's cool. So D, H, no, that's right, there. That's the one. And then we want one there, and then we want one there. And because it's on the top, we go down 3, 4, there, there, and there. Glass furnaces, lovely. And they probably won't need that much in the way of exciting specialist digging, because they're on top of the already existing channels, or at least extensions thereof. Oh, look, perfect. That's nice, isn't it? In that case, let's expand these down just a touch, because we're also going to want to put some magma kilns in while we've got the opportunity. So have a look at those. D, E, that's not what happened. I want B, E, there we go. And then the kiln is N. Piss off. N. There we go. So they too are in the middle. So all I need to do is think about where I'm putting those. That's fine. D, H, they'll line up with this. So that's the middle, that's the bottom, that's the gap, that's the top. There we go. Middle, bottom, gap, top. There we go, there's my magma kilns. And then we can actually breach the magma and get it filled up. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Top tier plays. Uh-oh, someone's been missing for a week. Who? Bomb Wreck the Bookbinder. Uh-oh. Let's have a little look at Dwarf Therapist, check the statistics. 42 adults. Now, 41 adults. Oh, Bomb Wreck's popped his clogs. Poor old Bomb Wreck. Well, never mind. It was fun while he lasted, but unfortunately, he's gone now. Are they doing my guild hall? I've done a little bit of digging on the guild hall, but not what I would call enough digging. Far from it, in fact. What am I going to use this little extended area here for? Are there any more kind of magma furnaces that can be built? It's kilns, glass, furnaces and smelteries. Right, there's nothing else that can be used for magma, is there? Am I losing my mind? No, I think we're good. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Once they've dug this down, are we deep enough? Looks like we are, actually. The tunnels are long enough. Everything's fine. Everything is just tickety-boo. We've got forges. We've got 6 smelteries, 6 forges, 6 glassworks, and 6 kilns. Or at least we will have. I should probably dig an access tunnel as well for them to get out of when they... or should I? So what we do want to do though, DBD, we want to dump all the crap in these tunnels just so they get it out of there and no one's tempted to come down and fanny about with it. Because we don't want people coming back down into the magma. That is what would be called a pain in the poo pipe. Anybody going to do this dumping job? There we go. Lovely dumpers, lovely dumpers. I'm slightly annoyed that I've piled all this stone up here, and every time, as soon as I unforbid it, it's all going to be hauled into here. And again, I could put like a little stone stockpile on top of it, couldn't I? That's not the craziest idea, actually. Not the craziest idea, at least for here. Mind you, I want to remove all this shit anyway. Let's not get overexcited. Let's let this magma stuff all get cleared out. Once this stone's all been cleared out, everything's going to be fine. Come on. Maybe you should use wheelbarrows to dump stuff. I don't know. It seems like it would make things more efficient, dwarves. But you don't seem to care. Oh, fuck the merchants! Oh, here's me getting obsessed with my frickin' farms. My farm, sorry, my smelteries, and my chance at buying food in completely gone. What a Todd warrior. What a fucking idiot. Jesus Christ. How have I beansed this so savagely? It's unbelievable. Normally people who fail this hard leave nothing but a greasy mark on the ground. Oh god, that's embarrassing. Shameful. Horrendous behaviour. Oh my god. Well, hopefully no one dies when we're digging this out. That's the dream. There you go. Just a couple more stones and we're done. I know you're starving, and I know that I had a golden opportunity to prevent that from happening, but... oh well. Oh well, never mind. Right, come on, haul that stone. Get it out of there. Why are we still 3 more pieces? Okay. Someone will come and pick this up. It's fine. It's fine. No need to stress out. Stay cool. Stay calm. What are my miners doing, to be honest? I don't see them anywhere. They're not digging out that guild hall. They're not digging out any of this here. This doesn't seem like minerly behaviour. Let me just sort in Dwarf Therapist, have a little look. Sleeping, fishing, no jobbing, sleeping, harvesting plants. Okay, this doesn't make sense. Oh, it's because we don't have the picks. We need the picks, that's what we need. Maybe if I just put a high priority and forget about the boulders that are down here? No, they must get moved. DBD. Yeah, they've been told, they've been designated for dumping. Someone will come and get them out of here. As soon as they do, we can cut away one of these little diagonals here and have the magma flood in. It'll be fine. The famous no eating, no buying more pitch strat. Exactly. We could have solved all of these problems very easily just by trading some of those spiked wooden balls. Did I do that though? Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Why would I do that? Why would I behave in a way that would be beneficial? So, barrels, beds, balls, bins... They're really not making anything, are they, out of this workshop? It's taking for fucking ever. Okay, PU. We're going to make a bed stockpile. Let's see if that makes any damn difference. We'll do it right here. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Clicky, clicky. Save. Furniture. Forbid all types. Please give me beds. There we go. Presumably we've got a 5 to 10 work order on, right? That would make sense. That's what it's supposed to be, right? Question mark? Oh, come on, dwarves. Oh, hang on. Looks like some stone's been hauled out. Oh, still a piece left. It's okay though, it's only 1 piece. 1 piece. It's going to be fine. Still no bars to go in there. I should probably get a larger gemstone stockpile. Also, where are the fucking bins? Why aren't they making any goddamn bins? I definitely put in an order. I said keep 5 to 10 bins in stock, and here we are in a world with no freaking bins. I'm going to make a stockpile for what? Oh, more migrants. Oh, great. Just what we needed. Just at the perfect time. Hopefully some of them have brought food with them. That would be nice, wouldn't it? A little bit of food. So, stockpile. What was I going to make it for? Not beds. I've already done beds. Something else that this was making. Bins, that was it. P. I'm guessing bins of furniture as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. There we go. And then hopefully we can keep 10 bins in stock. That would be the dream. That would be the ideal outcome. Bin time. No bins. Here we go. Excuse me. Oh, my throat's getting really raw. Bad news. Ah, it's better. Okay. I'm not getting anything coming through here. We've got mugs being made. That's fine. Of course, that makes sense that there's nothing being made because we don't have anything but doors being put in. Maybe I should start putting the doors in. Let's go up to the surface. Build doors in planning mode. There we go. And, oh, there's none here. Okay, go down to the farms level. And then we'll start by putting them on this, what will be a farmer's guild hall, which has taken an unbelievable amount of time to get made. Why is everything happening so slowly in this fortress? It seems weird. Fortress that I was playing when I wasn't streaming is so well organised. It's like a beautiful ticking clock. And this fortress just seems a little bit... you know? It's got that slight glassy-eyed feeling about it. Oh well, there we go. Doors on the barracks, nice. Little door here, that would be fun. Here, one on the dormitory. One on this empty room for no real reason. And if we do that, it should keep the mason working. Get them building their skills up. To what end? I don't really know. There we go. And then dig one there. Nice! Nice! Have they cleared all the stone out? They have! Oh, look at this. Designate. Bam. Was that priority 1? No, of course it's gone to priority 4. Why would it be priority 1? There we go. Hopefully no one gets vaporised, because if they do, the pick's gone. Oh, where'd you go? Was he on fire? Was that guy on fire? Why is Harry Beaver fighting? Oh, rattlesnake. Okay. Animal trainer Vukar is hunting. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, now the magma's filling up. Something's getting burned. Don't know what it is. Shouldn't be getting burned down there. Did we lose anybody? Let's have a quick look at the therapist, find out. We had 41 adults, 0 children and 0 babies. We now have 48 adults, 0 children and 0 babies. Oh, of course, there was a migrant wave since we last looked, wasn't there? So now it's pretty difficult to tell. I mean, it looks like Popetron, Ragnar... It doesn't look like anyone vaporised, does it? Still got a load of dwarves. It's all cool. Let's check our new migration wave out, see if they've got anything interesting about them. Bit of mining. Hopefully they brought a pick. Bowing. Oh, hello. Doctor. Let's get some doctoring going on. Should probably build a hospital at some point. And military-wise, we've got someone who's fairly disciplined, etc., but not exactly a killer. Cool. Okay, back to the home. Ah, wrong one. Oh, camera's still fucked. Back to Dwarf Fortress. There we go. And let's hope that this all gets dug out a little quicker. At least the miners are back here. And I can go and do the Farmers Guild now, can't I? Not P, I. There we go. Hopefully they've not given up by now. That would be quite annoying if they had. There we go. We'll make it a meeting place. Assign it a location. Add a location. It needs to be a craft hall. It needs to be a Farmers Guild hall. Furnace operators. Where is the... Oh, there we go. Farmer hall. There we go. 13 members of the guild. The Scaly Sky. Very nice. Okay, so then press L, go to the Scaly Sky, and we change the restrictions and say citizens only. There we go. Nice. And then once we've done that, we can leave it. Although I am going to say smooth it. That's the first room to get smooth. That should train up some of our smoothers if we have any stone detailers. Oh, we've got 2 apparently. That's nice. That's very nice. Hopefully they'll get more skillful as the game progresses. It looks like we can build all of our workshops now. So build E, and then what was the smeltery? L. There we go. Put a magma smelter there. Sure, make it out of quartzite. Why not? Put one here. Oops, there. Yep, quartzite. There, quartzite. There, quartzite. There we go. 6 smelteries. Can't put down more than 1 furnace right now, but the glass furnaces we can do. So that's those there, and then this one. Oh shit. I dug the holes too close together for the glass furnaces. They're going to touch. Boo! Come on, scoundrel. You can do better than this. You can do fucking better than this. What are you playing at? What are you doing? Why are you being such a divvy, Billy? What's the plan? So there we go. And then of course we want a kiln as well. Let's put a kiln in. In fact, let's put 6 kilns in, because I blocked. What do you mean blocked? What? Oh, hello. Magma kiln. N. There we go. There we go. That makes more sense. Quartzite, sure. Yep. Mm-hmm. There we go, more quartzite, more quartzite, more quartzite. Lovely. And then of course we need to go into here, workshops, V for Magma Forge, and we'll place our first Magma Forge there with our only iron anvil and make it out of quartzite. Okay. Now ideally, at this point, this is where our metal bar production kicks into overdrive. Magma crabs are going to mess your shit up. Well, you say that, Conquest of Games 544, but I have a strategy for dealing with that. I'm going to put floors over the gaps that we have, and as we acquire anvils, I'm going to uncover the floors and allow them to breathe, so to speak, so we can put forges over the top. So with that in mind, build constructed floor. Nice. Pop it there. Ooh, what did I make that out of? Allanite, sure, whatever. Whatever's local, there you go. Good. So we've got floors covering the holes, we've got workshops coming in that will cover the other holes, and it looks like we're all good. Nice. Okay, once the miners have cleared that little area of ground, we'll put some sand stockpiles in there and start them collecting sand. And then we'll put some clay stockpiles in here, etc, etc. Should work out well. Should work out well. Mind you, having said that, nobody seems to want to make the furnaces yet. I'm sure I have furnace operators. Yeah, we've got a couple of furnace operators. I've got any glass makers? They made their workshop yet? I'm sure we have a glass maker or two in the fortress. We've got a bloody high master glass maker in the fortress. Come on. The faint corpses are starting to arrive. What? Question mark. Oh, what are you doing here? Why are you visiting? What's your plan? I should have built a tavern on the surface, shouldn't I, to keep them all away. Trouble is though, as soon as you do that, your dwarves start going in there and getting pissed up and saying, "Oh, I love this tavern, I'm going to hang out here on the surface all the time. Oh no, a creature's come, it's killing us, ah!" You know, all that kind of carry on. Unacceptable behaviour. That's what they go on about. Oh man, this smoothing's going to take forever with these two guys. Even at 83 frames a second. Oh, it's nearly done. My gigantic storage room is nearly complete. Yay! Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, thank God for that. One more. There we go. Right, now we can start thinking about making our proper workshop spaces. Now, with that in mind, I've thought if we come down here, I'm going to just make another set of stairs here. Maybe go down 2 or 3 flights. There we go. Get those dug out, and then I'm going to start putting a proper crafting floor for the non-magma crafts down here. I feel like it'll work. Makes sense. I might even do like one type of craft per floor again, so we have a stone level for masons and crafting and mechanics, and then we have a wood level for the carpenter. Maybe I should get the wood level up first, because it does seem like bins are the bottleneck here. Once the stockpiles are full, nobody wants to move anything. Actually, wheelbarrows. Wheelbarrows seem like a major bottleneck. What's in here now? A couple of cages. See, I know that we've got a couple of loose cages knocking around, yet nobody's seen fit to put them into these cage traps, which would make an excellent addition to our defences. Hello, Cupo. Oh, don't look at my fortress. It's ugly. It's ugly. If anyone wants to see beautiful fortresses, you should check out Cupo's previous efforts. He's got some spectacular jobs. Spectacular. Ah dear, this fortress is ugly and horrible. I feel like I've been stuck, but if we can just get the food situation stabilised, it should be okay. We should be able to get things going. Right, okay, so D, priority 2. I'm going to dig off a little tunnel here, and we're going to put some workshops off it. So, I'm going to say just here. Yeah, there. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. That should be big enough for a carpenter's workshop / some other form of workshop. Nope, that needs to be one wider. There we go. And I should use GUI Stamper here. But first, let's do this and this. And then we'll take that. Nope, that's too big. To there. Oh, perfect. Look at that. It's a little bit off center. It's slightly annoying, but it'll be fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Nice. So we can have Carpenter's Workshop, wood stockpile, room for storing all the shit a Carpenter's Workshop makes, which, to be fair, is only a few items. And then once we get our metal workshop spun up, that's not going to be much at all. The spiked wooden balls are going to be completely dealt with by the Magma Industries. Could we get these workshops built, people? I mean, yeah, sure, we've got 5 idlers, but those responsible for creating the things that plug up the magma holes, that might be a good idea, right? There was also a ghost. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Oh, of course, we've got dead people. Oh, dear, oh dear, oh dear. Massive oversight on my part. Very obvious oversight as well. We should have figured this one out some time ago. Priority number 1. I think you know what we're digging here. It's going to be a graveyard. If I dig on this floor, it's going to go into the soil, isn't it? Arse. Bum. You know what? We could use this room here as a graveyard, couldn't we? I don't know why I dug it out, so we may as well just spam some coffins in there, right? Let's do it. Make myself some coffins. N? No, doesn't want to do it. Why don't you want to make coffins? Are they not N? No, they're P. Have they moved? Alt W, yes please. Keep me 5 to 10 coffins in stock. Lord knows they're going to fly off the shelves. And then I'll make a stockpile here for furniture, which will end up holding coffins. 2, 3, 4, 5, bang. There we go. Click that, S. Down to here, forbid all types, and then allow coffins. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And now we'll say build. Now N here. Yeah, okay, there we go. And then make it pre-planned. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, blah, 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 blah. 1 row of coffins should be enough for now. And we'll be able to revisit that as the body count rises. Kupo wants to say, no, all forts are beautiful, but you happen to be looking at a hideous motherfucker of a fort right now. I mean, this fortress, this is not an attractive place, but it's only supposed to be a foothold. Then again, I always go, it's just a foothold, and then we fall off the cliff. The foothold's too slippery, we die. Last time we attempted to build on Telia's fabulous embark, it resulted in a massive cascade of violence. We don't really know what triggered it. Just everybody started fighting in the dining hall for no real reason, and everybody ended up dead. Very sad. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. How rude. Oh, it's got a little faint tinge of orange juice to it, that burp. I drank that quite some time ago. Blimey. I wouldn't have thought that the aromas were still sort of clinging onto my esophagus, but apparently they were. Right, so the body situation seems to be okay. We're not getting anywhere near as many... we've got a mood. We're not getting anywhere near as many notifications for starvation, so I'm going to assume that the food situation is getting better, right? Oh, hello. Oh, he's gone straight into a guild workshop. What does he want? You know what? I'm not going to fuck around. I'm going to click on him. I'm going to go over to Dwarf DF Hack, and I'm going to say show mood. Tell me exactly what he wants. I'm not fucking around. Show mood. Want the following items. Any leather and any rock blocks. Not yet claimed a workshop, but we want the following items. Leatherworks. Okay. I can supply leatherworks. That doesn't seem like too tall an order. Will I put it in there? No, you know what? I'm going to make the leatherworks down here in the temporary room. Build workshop E for leatherworks, and we will bung it there for now. That'll be fine. Somebody will presumably build it. Mind you, making those kind of assumptions could be fatal, couldn't it? Oh, saving? I mean, I know it results in us not losing all our progress to crashes, but come on, Dwarf Fortress. Does it really have to be so frequent? So regular? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Seasonal, that's what it is. Every spring, summer, autumn, winter. Are there never seasons? Rainy, dry, Yeah, do they? I mean, if you're in an equatorial biome and it's only wet and dry seasons, do you only get 2 saves a year? Calling it thong, everybody drinks if I'm right. Calling it thong, thong, the fortress. Thong what? The thong song? Thong, the thong. What the heck? Oh, the item. Duh. Oh my god. I must be on a different planet tonight. I've been terrible. Got all the concentration skills of oh wait, I was about to go to a fucking dark place there. Let's not do that. Let's pull this into a light, fun, happy place. Yay! Mind you, for that to happen, my dwarves are going to have to start getting a little bit more organised. Sure, we've cleared a few rooms of stone, but I've been sloppy. And they don't seem to want to haul any of this shit. Once we've got our proper carpenter's workshops in place and all the stockpiles, I think we're going to see a bit more of a rapid growth. We're going to have plenty of wheelbarrows suddenly. We're going to have plenty of bins. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. I'm going to need to go and get a drink if this turns out to be a thong. This turns out to be a thong. Hopefully it will be the posing pouch style of thong, not Australian flip-flops. Because, you know, that's tedious. That's boring. I mean, who the fuck wants flip-flops? Nobody. Oh, the save's done. Good. Anyone coming to make the leatherworks? I better check to see we've actually got someone with the skill. There is a distinct possibility. Oh, for God's sake. Starving? I thought this was all behind us. I thought the starving shit was over. We don't have anyone with the leatherworking skill. Crap. Oh, we have got someone with 1 level in it. If I find a peasant... No, we'll wait for them. We'll give them a chance to do their thing. Maybe they were in the middle of a hauling job. There's Chunky Nut still standing in the room. Wait! If I remember rightly, didn't Chunky Nut get seriously wounded? Like before we called him Chunky Nut? Is that why he's so useless? No, he's just hungry and thirsty, that's it. Jesus Christ, Chunky, come on. Please. Please try harder. I'm going to have to make another peasant a leather worker, aren't I? Even though I don't need more leather workers. Come on, just do it. Just do it. Where's the leatherworking skill? That's it. Commit. Right, this should result in someone charging directly to the leatherworks and building it. And if it doesn't, bugger. Your namesake has done nothing except stand in this... Oh, he's gone. So where's Chunky Nut now? What's he up to? What does he do? Oh no, he is in there. Look, there he is. Just standing in the room next to where he works. Oh well. Never mind. Never mind. I'm sure we'll get him into some kind of activity soon. I'm a little bit worried about my furnace operating though. I've got 2 people with the skill activated, yet nobody has seen fit to actually do any of the work. Okay, I'm going to activate someone else with furnace operating. Someone called... Oh, that's Tidy. I don't want Tidy to do it. I want Obok to do it. No, that is Obok. There we go. Commit. Check his therapist allocations. Okay. I will do, but I'm pretty sure I know what they're going to be. He's a mason. Yep, he's got masons activated. Bear with me a second. I'm going to pause the game over here. We'll go and look at therapist. A little bit of a deep dive on Chunky Nut here. What have we got here? Chunky Nut, mason, nothing else. He's literally only ever meant to be a mason. Got 1 level in the skill. Does he hate masonry or something? Is this... Have I given him the one job he never wanted to do? He's been feeling disgust, drinking nasty water. This isn't a good sign. Okay. He's just not doing it. He's just not doing it. Oh, is that someone building a leatherworks? Nope, it was somebody running a piece of plump helmet spawn past the leatherworks. I feel like this is going to be another one of those skin of the teeth ones, isn't it? Somebody should be coming along to build this nice and quickly, but they're just not doing it. Let's try suspending and unsuspending, see if that results in anyone picking up the task. Nope. This guy just wants to run past. Take a look at Chunky Nut, see what he's up to. Come on. Come on, somebody come and build it. Oh, Chunky, you doing it? Could be. Don't think he is, though. I think he's just staring at the building site with his hands in his pockets. Ah, what's got to you? Why are you so down? Why are you so moody? We definitely need someone to build this freaking thing. Come on, people. Come on, dwarves, please. Plus build. We've got glass makers, we've got furnace operators, we've got everything. Yet for some reason, suddenly we have only 3 idlers available. What's happened to the 17 people who couldn't be bothered to haul stone earlier? Have they all had some kind of come to Jesus moment where they're like, oh, I should actually haul some stone. I am a dwarf after all. It kind of makes sense. Fuck's sake, people, come on. Come on! Don't bullshit me. I'm going to do a quick survey. We're going to do a pause. We're going to go to Dwarf Therapist. We're going to do a quick survey of what people's current tasks are. Okay. Sorting. Cadol, what are you up to? Socialising. Sigun is currently making rock mugs. That's fine. Iden's preparing a meal. Preparing raw fish. Harvesting plants. In a mood. The mayor is storing items in a barrel. Storing items in stockpiles. Fishing, hunting a small animal, sleeping, drinking, eating, and then all these at the bottom have no job. Chunky Nut down. Oh no, sorry. As down. None of these people are doing a fucking thing. What's the deal there? Why have you decided this is the way things will be? This is the way. Not happy with this. Not happy with this at all. There's a significant level of indolence in this fortress. Oh, hang on. Somebody's actually building the workshop. Oh no, it's just Chunky standing on the building site again. Fuck's sake, Chunky. It's worse than not doing anything. You're making it look like things are happening when they're not actually happening. Save and reload. Do you reckon? Do you reckon that will have an effect? What time is it? It's 10 to 2. I suppose it might make sense to do a save and reload. We could take a little break. I could visit the lavatory, maybe make myself another hot drink. What do we reckon? Does anyone reckon a save and load is going to do anything? I think I'm missing something obvious. It's normally something obvious, right? A weird number of dwarves doing nothing, exactly. It says 5 idlers here, but they're not actually coming up with any kind of tasks to do in the game. One of them's a mason. So, but they've all got hauling enabled. That's the thing. None of them have hauling disabled. Maybe let's try restarting. Screw it. What's the worst that could happen? What is the worst that could happen? Corrupted save. That's the worst that could happen. Those of you watching on YouTube, thank you very much for doing so. I'll see you later. Bye!